This meeting will be recorded, so if at any time you do need to leave, you can go on Pioneer Engage and we will post the meeting a few days from now. And then we just have to share our screen. Okay.
Can y'all see that?
I can see it. All right. Well, welcome to Chi Epsilon Sigma's first general meeting. We're excited to have some new and returning faces here. And yeah, this is gonna take a short time, hopefully. It's not gonna take like an hour or anything. We're just here to introduce ourselves and get some groundwork there. So our agenda for today, so you guys know, we're gonna introduce ourselves as the Spring Officer Board. I'm gonna introduce the org in general and who we are. Our Vice President's gonna talk about how to join and membership. Our Treasurer is gonna talk about our financial report. Our Secretary is gonna go over some volunteer and point opportunities. And then we will also discuss future meetings and events. All right, so I have asked the officers, or all the officers are here today. So just whenever you guys are ready, just pop in and introduce yourself and a bit about what your position is. I can start. For those of you that don't already know me, my name is Kit. I'm the social media marketing coordinator. So any of the updates you get from Chi Epsilon are going to come directly from me. And if the rest of the board would like to introduce themselves as well.
I'm Jocelyn. I'm the corporate director, and I'm basically just in charge of badges and patches.
I'm Shirley. I'm the vice president, and I'm going to be keeping in check of your points or volunteer points that you send to us, and I'll keep them on a spreadsheet and keep track of that for you.
I'm Audra, and I'm your treasurer. I've been working with Jocelyn, our corporate director, on patches and badges, and I just keep up to date on like the PayPal side of things, the financial statements, taxes, that type of stuff.
My name is Sarah Myers. I'm your weekend and evenings liaison. Basically, I just keep track of points for the weekend and evening program students, and we try to set up any opportunities when we're back in person for us to be able to view the meetings without going to the meetings. But right now it's a little bit easier since we're all on Zoom.
I'm Alexis. That was me trying to unmute myself, but I'm the secretary and I am in charge of volunteer opportunities and coming up with ways for y'all to earn points.
Hi everyone, I'm Sabrina and I'm the president.
And I think all we have left is Sabrina. Is she in the car? I don't know if she's talking.
She is talking slightly in the background.
Okay.
Well, so,
does someone want to introduce her?
Yeah,
I can do it. We're both S1, so she's actually on her way to a clinical thing for today. But she's the president and she's kind of in charge of running all of us and just keeping track of what's going on with the organization.
She's also going to be the one that's usually presenting. I just stepped in today for the meeting. And then another note, our faculty advisors are Professor Rossler, Professor Spatachine, and then Professor Strum. And then their emails are all linked down accordingly. Okay, so now that we have introduced ourselves as a board, you're probably wondering what CES is as an organization. Chi Epsilon, or CES, we're a nonprofit campus organization, and we have 3 core values known as community, education, and service. Our goal is not only to expand our nursing community within TWU, but also give back to the community around us in the DFW area. Another thing is that CES is a constituent of the NSNA, or National Student Nurses Association. This means whenever you join NSNA, you're also with Chi Epsilon and vice versa. And there's a lot of really cool opportunities for you as a student nurse through that organization. And you get to be involved with NSNA when you're involved with CES. So some reasons and incentives to join CES, why we promote our org. Like we said before, one of our key values is service and community. So we have countless of volunteering opportunities for you guys. In terms of other things, we also have financial and leadership incentives. For financial, we also have a scholarship coming up in future meetings that we'll introduce. If you're a CES member, that's exclusive and exclusive, an exclusive opportunity to y'all. And I believe NSNA, when you join under them as well, there are scholarship opportunities they provide you with an email or their newsletters. In terms of growth and leadership, you can actually apply to become a future board member. Not only will that help you make connections with us as the current board and previous boards before, but you'll also get in touch with your faculty advisors, which is helpful for recommendation letters if you want to do internships or jobs and stuff like that. And then it's also open to all cohorts, like we said. There's traditional and weekend evening program students all in CES. So we're all about involving all of the students in TWU Dallas in this org. And then with our meetings, we're planning to have guest speakers and really cool people to step in and talk about our nursing school experiences. And now I'm gonna hand over the mic to Shirley to talk about membership.
All right, so to become an official member of CES and to get accepted on Pioneer Engage, you're gonna have to pay your dues on the NSNA website. So for 1 year, it's gonna be $50 and 2 years, it's $90. If you're a J1, I recommend the 2 years, you save $10. We love a deal. And then after you join, just send us your confirmation email or a screenshot to our email, and then I would add you to our membership, and then you can start collecting your points, and I would keep track of that. We also have some old members who haven't renewed their membership, so just check on Pioneer Engage, and you can see the expiration date, and if it's expired, just renew it, please. And then for volunteer points, there's a form on Engage where you can fill out about the opportunity that you did, or you can send a picture of whatever opportunity that you did, maybe a screenshot. Since everything's virtual, you could just screenshot it and send it to us, but just any proof. And then member sheets get updated every Sunday, so if you send me something throughout the week about points, you'll usually see an update on Engage by Sunday, if not earlier. And yeah.
Hello. Just a quick thing about patches and badges. So most of them have been sent out. They were given to Professor Bora, and you should have picked them up, or she should have given to you during assessment lab. But if you know anyone who hasn't ordered or just needs more patches and badges, please tell them to email me, contact me, because I already placed the second and final order, but I know there are some people who haven't ordered yet. So I really need them to contact me as soon as possible, and make sure to tell them that there will be an additional fee for shipping since it's a last minute order.
Okay, so like I said earlier, I'm Audra, and I'm the treasurer for CES. I just wanted to go over last year's financial report for 2020, just to give you guys a little update on what that looks like from a financial aspect. So overall, we had a total income throughout the year of $12,871.95. This came from things like the patches and badges that were ordered, pins and cords. There's BLS classes that typically pre-COVID were performed mainly last spring, because I don't believe that we did many of them in the fall. And then for the expenses, there was things such as like the boot camp supplies, general meetings, weekend member meetings, the food, because those were in person, so the food that was supplied for that as well. The office supplies necessary for things like the baggies and things like that for putting together the patches and badges for everyone. So that total expense was $8,943.47. Also, what is part of this too that you'll hear more about later is the scholarship that we do once in the spring and once in the fall. So all of that, the profit from all of that in total was $3,928.
Okay, so for volunteer employment opportunities, because we are in a pandemic, are kind of few and far between. We do have a remote volunteering document in Engage, and it has currently what volunteer opportunities that we have available for y'all to do, point values, and how to submit your points for those events / activities are all listed in that document. And if y'all have any questions, y'all can always email me. I'll put my email in the chat here in a second, about, like if you don't know what the volunteering opportunity is or how the points work, you can always contact me. Currently, we do have a donation box going that actually ends today. So if you wanted to check that out, some of that information is on Engage and also on our Instagram. For the future, we are planning for potentially one more donation drive in case you missed out on this one. And that's what we have for now. So definitely follow us on Instagram, because if we do have anything new, that's probably where it will be posted.
And then the last thing is our upcoming meetings. So we have 3 general meetings per semester total, and the next 2 are going to be on March 1st and April 5th. They're both going to be on Mondays at the same time again. For March 1st, we're planning to have a guest speaker. If you guys know Hello Tiffy RN, she's a really cool nurse, and she gives out a lot of free nurse resources to students. And we reached out to her to see if she could speak at one of our meetings. And so just be on the lookout for updates on that. April 5th, we have yet to find a guest speaker, but we're still planning and in the process of doing so. If you're interested in those meetings, just be sure to send in your membership, and be sure to just be on the lookout on our socials as well. And then speaking of socials, these are all of our social networks. Make sure to register or request membership on Pioneer Engage once you pay for your fees. Email, if you need to email us any questions at all. We try to check the email daily, so that's your best bet if you have a question on patches, badges, membership, any of that sort. Our 2 social networks are Facebook and Instagram. These are the usernames. And then we also have a text reminder service that we are using. It's called Remind 101. I will be running that, so don't worry, I won't bombard you with text messages. Basically, I will text every time we have a meeting coming up in a week, and then a few days prior, and then the day of. And you just have to text Chi Epsilon to 81010. And you'll be enrolled in that. If at any time you don't want to receive the reminders, I believe you can opt out of them or request to opt out, and that's completely fine. As long as you are also checking the rest of our networks, you should be good to go. All right, and if anyone has any questions, the floor is open. That was the end of our first meeting, so thank you again for attending, and we're excited to see you guys.
Hey, real quick. So actually, I think we might need to hold off on the Remind 101. We're going to have to get that fixed real quick. And then we'll update you guys with correct code that works for it.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, when that happens, I'll probably update you guys on the Instagram and Pioneer Engage on the code. So the code is actually Chi Epsil. It's not Chi Epsilon. I'll just type it in the chat if you guys want to join now. And then again, this is just an optional thing if you're easily forgetful or if you just want an extra reminder for meetings. Under no obligation do you have to sign up for them, but it's just an extra reminder.
So if y'all have any questions, you can always unmute yourself and ask us or type them in the chat. But other than that, I think, are we good to go? Yeah, we're good to go.
And to Sonia, who messaged me about posting the link to the Facebook page as well. Yeah, we can do that. We can put the link for the recording on there. But I think you would actually find it quicker on the Pioneer Engage if you just wanted to go to TW's Pioneer Engage for Chi Epsilon Sigma.